Panzer IVs are charging. And we have air support. Mine is dead. Why would you drop a mine there? I don't know. Air support hits it. Archers are strafed, but not too much. Here's the V1! Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 2v2 game on Pachino Farmlands. This is actually a replay from the CoH community database that I pulled from, because I wanted to see some higher level players duke it out, and we'll see what happens from here. Our combatants include one Doc, one Vermont, one Brit, and one American, so one of everybody. And that includes von Manteuffel, I think is the name of it. So that is a German general. God, I just rewatched all of the Time Ghosts, like World War II week by week. Damn it. I forget where this guy was, but I definitely know that name. Heartless Jäger, so pretty much the entire Wehrmacht, okay. The entire German army, so okay, that makes sense there. Latouf, okay, and Helping Hans. Wait, isn't that a... No, that's Lafayette, okay. Latouf, I'm not sure of, for the Brits. Helping Hans, I think I've heard that name before. Somewhere I've heard that name. Anyway, if you have a replay that you want me to cover, submit to my Gmail or Discord. Link is down below, and I will try to check it out. But I want to see what the higher level guys are doing, because it's always curious. Again, what I mentioned in the last replay was about using your time. This guy's putting barbed wire down, so good job, von Manteuffel. Oh god, that's gonna be that. Don't clip that. Good job, Vaughn, by putting down barbed wire to make sure the enemy can't use that cover. Anyway, motorcycle team is taking over the mutiny points. Again, Palm Grenadiers taking over the VP. Not really much action in mid. Scouts are just going to walk on in, so Helping Hans can grab that. While we have Scouts and Riflemen on another way. So Scouts are a good way to cap and cheap units. That's why he's probably deploying that. Infantry section coming on out for a good front line to push, and then Dingo to reinforce them right as they come up, rather than a Dingo to kind of stop them. Grenadiers pushing on up. That's part of it, like a jack of all trades. Again, Kettenkrad also on the field. I think he's going to use this to try to force the enemy out of cover, which will give him the advantage. Because if they're constantly trying to reposition, they're not shooting. So really good job by Heartless Jäger in that front. Again, it's not an offensive unit. It can't hurt the enemy. But what it can do is drive the enemy absolutely crazy. And remember, it's getting veterancy in that as well. It's getting veterancy from the kills that this guy is doing. Pioneer squad does pull back in time. Same thing does the other squad. Scout units probably can't fight this. I know he's fighting the Grenadiers and they have a small health advantage, but I just feel like if they're constantly moved around, the Grenadiers have more models. They're going to keep up the pressure. There we go. Another model's down, and Scout unit is forced back. So Heartless Jäger wins the battle. All right. Now we have a Doc force with Palm Grenadiers coming on in. Easily gonna kill that scout unit. Helping Hans gonna need some help for Private Joe over there. Dingo on the field trying to help out, but again, we have a motorcycle team and a half-track opening fire against them. So really good start, I think, by the Axis. Just a small little move that really helps cause a lot of damage to the enemy. So yeah, really good stuff right there. All right. Meanwhile, we have more riflemen coming on in. We have 3 rifleman squads for payback. 3 infantry section coming on out. Meanwhile, we have ourselves double grenadiers and an MG. MG, by the way, is firing and is kind of covering this sector, suppressing the riflemen that try to push on in. And are they going to heal? I think he's getting out to heal his light armor, which makes sense. You want to make sure that, again, you can heal it, so that way it's better for the next fight. If you just let it go, then it's not going to survive another fight, even if you want it. MG keeps that position away. So it seems pretty bad for the Allies, with Helping Hans unable to really do much against Heartless Jäger. But it's not all doom and gloom. For Latouf has successfully taken the middle point. Allies have 2 victory points over the Axis, and infantry section are hitting the back line. We've upgraded the half-track to a with a half-track with an autocannon in order to help against light vehicles and infantry. Pound for pound, I think the mortar half-track is probably better for dealing damage to the infantry, but on the front, and especially for light vehicles, this is not a half bad. Like, this will deal with a dingo, a 4x4, a weasel, like anything along those lines. It can even harass like a half-track, but again, if the half-track has a quad mount or something more substantial, this thing might have some trouble. It probably will need some support. Speaking of support, looks like Heartless Jaeger may need that, as we have Rifleman grabbing that mutiny point and additional British forces about to his side. And if the flamethrower gets close, he can burn him out of that decent cover. So it looks like the Allies are pushing up north, while we have Von and Typhel pushing in the south. I think I saw helping Hans go with a... Wait, hold on. You can get the captain natively now. Did he go with the support? Yeah, he went with the support center. So he goes with this to get infantry upgrades to make his infantry cheaper. Makes sense if you want your costs to be low for manpower, better infantry, cheaper grenades and other abilities, and then just overall, it can make your fighting force a lot better, and then maybe helps you with the savings to get armor or, you know, to keep the fight going. So, we have a half-track moving on in against the Brits. Brits, do you have grenades, is the question. No, you do not. British forces are in full retreat. Assault Grenadiers giving chase. Now have to fight 3 squads grouped together. He is going to get close, though. We're going to see grenades. We do see grenades, but alas, nothing is there. Half-track still continues to fight. Rifleman also... Wait, they have grenades. He chucks it. Gets the sticky on the half-track. It's just going to stun it a little bit. Didn't get under that 50%, but enough damage does kill the Assault Grenadier. So, excellent kill. Alright, so we have a solid game right there. The Allies coming back with a Stuart at 6 minutes. Again, make sure, ladies and gentlemen, to have AT by the 6 to 7 minute mark. I know these are some of the best players right now, at least, you know, ranked-wise. But the reason I say that is, even though you're not fighting, maybe the ranked player, you know, and also dragging a body, because why not? You're in a position where there's so much light armor that can be deployed, it's best to have something. We have a Pack 40 being deployed. We got ourselves a 8-rad. Hold on. I mean, it's good against light vehicles, sure, but it's more, I would say, designed against infantry and just causing havoc there. But it's an interesting choice by Von Typhel to use this. So we'll have to see what he used it, how he uses it. Half-track moving on in. And again, wait a second. He did get an upgrade. Is that the... I shouldn't get this confused. I always get confused. Oh, it's Veteran Gunner. So additional penetration. Alright, so less bouncing, I guess, for the shots. We'll see how effective that is. Allies are in a position they could take mid, but he gets in the... Oh, never mind. There we go. He's going back to decap it. We got a half-track over here. Are we going to get a Stummel? Is that what Heartless Jaeger's going for? Grenade is thrown. A nice idea. Hit through the back door. Essentially, you can throw a grenade through a building. Just go with it. Imagine if just throwing it through the window, it comes out the other side. But you're aiming it at the back door, so the enemy has to retreat into the grenade. That's the whole thing. It does less damage for units in a building, but the enemy may not know that until it's too late that you're throwing it through the building. So that's the cost. And that's the thing about, I'm going to stay inside the building. It's like, okay. 8-Rad is fighting a Stuart. Again, it's going to need AT. Luckily, that half-track. Again, we saw this in a previous game, but it's so good that these guys actually focused on the armor. Now, as you can see, it wasn't necessarily enough. And there was another light vehicle, in this case, the Greyhound. Pushing on in. Helping Hans really trying to overwhelm the enemy. Half-track charging in with his AT rifles. I think he's about to lose it here. He does lose the half-track, but the Panzer squads continue to fight, keeping the light armor at bay. Now, the infantry pushed up, pushing back the Panzer squad. Now the half-track and the 8-Rad have to deal with the infantry. But again, they can't deal with both. Stuart knows that, and he's staying real close in case these guys decide to charge on in, which they do not. They're going to pull back. Meanwhile, the German forces are going to heal up over here. Not German, sorry. The Allied forces will heal up. We do have a pack gun right there, so we could bring that in. But I don't think Heartless Jaeger has the squads to deal with all the infantry the Allies have in general. So it's interesting, very interesting stuff. Also, no upgrade yet for the half-track. I am a little bit shocked. I would assume he would want to go with the Stummel. I mean, I get the want to save up with the half-track to heal up on the front, but still. All right. Victory point-wise, it's pretty close, but we have Germans retaking mid, although there's captain in the building, there's a scout unit, and a rifleman. There's like guys in all these separate buildings. Sure, why not? Anyway, captain opening fire, scout unit, taking some heat. Half-track opening fire, we have a dingo moving on up. Wait, is that 2 stewards? We do have 2 stewards. I don't know if they have the veterancy upgrade. That would be one thing I hope Latoof does get, is the light armor veterancy, because that could really help his stewards be more capable and get a bunch of bonuses to help. But I will say for upgrades, we do have Vaughn getting the veteran squad leaders. We can see your 6-man squads. Stewards doing their best, but having a rough time against the infantry. Because again, they also have AT rifles. 8 red and half-track right there too, so they have to be very cautious with how they approach this. Vaughn already getting the Panzer Army command. So we can maybe get himself a Panzer III here soon. Meanwhile, the fight over mid continues. We have a Greyhound trying to hold back, but Pack 40 is lining on up to deal with it. Strasstruppen is there, but Americans have bars. It is a hell of a fight. And right now, Vaughn has taken over the victory point and the muni point. Both very good.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Stewart's right there. Dingo moving on up. Infantry section right behind the good cover. So, okay. Not too shabby. Riflemen take over the muni. Again, more muni over here. Allies could definitely use it. They only have 15 compared to 35. Greyhound trying to hit the Strasstruppen. Strasstruppen's in the building. Like, I don't really care. What is this, Battlefield 6? I'm just going to stay in this building. You can't force me out. Yeah, I've just been watching some videos on Battlefield 6 about the destructibility. I'm like, I'm glad they brought back. Too bad the wait time's like 3 hours. At least for my friend Delta's trying to join on in. 8 red and half-track are trying to put pressure on Latoof, but his British force is actually advancing against Palm Grenadiers, Panzerjägers, and the... Oh, wait, hold on. Super close to a kill in that infantry section. It is like 1 health remaining, and Latoof barely gets it out. Unfortunately, it looks like the attack against all this German infantry just isn't working. Sure, the MG is suppressing, but the Germans are keeping right out of range. Meanwhile, in mid, we have Strasstruppen still fighting. Up the vet, 1 grenades are thrown, forces the rifleman back. I think at this point, he's going to be able to successfully drive it away. Is that just... Hold on. I think it's just the medical at this point, right? No, he has an upgrade. It's still just the medium carrier. I guess you're just keeping that option available. Captain just being overwhelmed by the Strasstruppen. He'll probably have to pull back here soon. Kettenkreid now has an opportunity to go grab some territory in the back or place mines or steal equipment. Oh my god. Yoink. Heartless Jaeger is he is stealing the American AT gun for himself. Oh, what a move. Love to see it. And reinforcing it. Excellent job. Meanwhile, additional armor in the south includes a Panzer III that is going to outclass any Stuart that comes by. Sure, you could do a Stuart spam, and we've seen that plenty of times where a Stuart overwhelms the enemy. But yeah, it's just a little bit overwhelming. I hit the wrong button. I should be a little bit more to the side. There we go. No one noticed. Anyway, armor on standby, ready to go. We have some mines laid out. German force advancing. They're probably gonna detonate the mine, right? He's not gonna walk into it. He walks into the mine, of course. You saw him place it! Oh, maybe he didn't wait. Okay, he's quickly healing. Panzer III. I think he has additional penetrating shots as well. So they have 2 additional, I'm assuming, penetration upgrades. Okay. Guys, you have to make sure in case he gets Matilda, we can pen that thing. Anyway, they heal up the armor. It is going to be a tough fight for the Stuarts, but they're trying to eat the weak link right now. Dingo as well on the field. Sure, buddy. Let's see how the Dingo works. We have a Panzer IV on the field. Again, what armor do we have? Nothing. Helping Hans is getting the tank depot, but he's nowhere close to getting it. And again, the Greyhound's gone, thanks to a good fight. So the Allies are definitely on the back foot for the time being. Hold on. Good kill on the Panzerjäger and got the half-track. Maybe not. Additional rifleman pushing on in. The Stuart is fighting the Panzer III head on. No. Well, okay, never mind. It just bounced. Damn. It's gonna not... Well, maybe he gets the 8-rad? Nope. Stuart drops smoke. Both Stuarts are pretty low. Armor is literally going along the creek. Oh, no. Please, 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 please. Yes! Why you place mines, ladies and gentlemen? Why you place mines? Panzer III is now crippled. Stuarts, if they can heal up, could go in for a decisive kill against a superior German armored unit. Oh, he is no support at all. Stuarts know this, and even though they are one shot, he is taking a hell of a gamble going in against the Panzer IIIs. But Latuf, he's a gambling man, and he's going for it. Infantry section as well leading. He's gonna try to heal a little bit. Infantry section open fire. They put some shots in. They're trying to go at maximum range so that the Panzer III doesn't hit the Stuarts. But double bounce and a penning shot. The gamble was not worth it. A good old rifleman squad is going to go in for it. Throws a grenade, and that's GG for the Panzer III. AT gun is opening fire on the... Wait. Oh, what? Alright, good job. Good job. Yeah, another Panzer III did not come in the nick of time. So, he lost the Stuart, but hey, at least got it. And I love how he's trying to edge in to try to shoot and focus on it. Grenadiers opening fire on the Crusader. Panzer IVs now are very mad. Heartless Jaeger does have the armor advantage in this fight currently. We currently see here that Volman Teufel is down to essentially a armored force. That's it. He just has armor. He has one unit, sure, but I feel like this man's going with the purest form of me no need infantry, me have armor, me win game. We'll see if that does prevail. Stuart is vet 2, backed up by Crusader and infantry, are able to hold back the Panzer force, though double pack could really up them out. We also have side skirts. Oh, okay, so battle group wise, let's go over armored skirts. So we got the flame tank and also the command panzer. We got ourselves Heartless Jaeger going with terror. Camouflage unit, V1 strike, not available now, but we could see that in the future. Latuf is going with the Australians. I don't think we've seen Australian units, and he hasn't even gotten a 2-pounder. Man picks the Australians and doesn't go with the 2-pounder. I mean, what are you doing with yourself? Yes, the 2-pounder is maybe not the best, but damn, I've seen that thing hold off so many Panzer IVs and survive so many engagements that I always like using it. Even if it just won, I always like having it. Anyway, it may not make sense, but damn, that thing can hold its own. And we have the Americans under Helping Hans going special operations. We have potential whiz-bang, air support, SF commandos. But again, none of that. It's just your, standard rifleman force. We do have double AT, right? So at least he has that. And he is using it to hold back the panzers. Taking shots down. We got plenty of AT, so the armored force can't easily push the allies. Not yet, anyway. You call in a V1 strike or get a Stuka, that will absolutely change. Alright. Meanwhile, again, the Northern Territory has been taken by the Axis thanks to the motorcycle team, but counterattack by Helping Hans should help reclaim this territory. One thing is Helping Hans does have a Sherman, and it's only a Sherman with a, your basic 75. It doesn't have the upgrade. He could get the upgrade if he wants to really make sure it can upgun that and hold off the Panzer IV, which, by the way, these things have side skirts. So again, they have the additional health, the additional armor on the side. It is going to be a bit tougher of a fight for a lone Sherman fighting against one of these things. Unless you do get the upgun for it. Anyway, AT guns guarding mid. I'm assuming this man is, well, maybe not. I guess the one thing that the Axis don't have a lot of, they have more fuel, but muni-wise, it's about even with the Allies. So right now, maybe they're trying to go, they tried to go for the decap here, but was forced away. Kettenkrad still alive. Strasstruppen moving on this other position. Again, victory point-wise, the Allies are down by about 100 points. That needs to change. We got ourselves a Sherman pushing on in. Smoke is, I guess, more the white phosphorus one. But yeah, it's, stopped the Sherman for like 2 seconds, and Han's like, cool, I'll just move around. Hold on. Massive armored attack by the British with 2 Crusaders and a Stuart. We have a strike coming in right there. Rear prop to force the enemy away. AT gun is decrewed. Crusader is down. There was too much armor. Crusaders facing heavy casualties. One going down. The second one may follow suit here in just a second. AT gun still firing. Might get this Panzer IV if they're lucky. Take the shot, good sir. And there we go. Panzer IV is down. So it's not a complete loss. But, you still would probably not want to lose 2 Crusaders and AT guns. I think 2 of them. Damn. Both the Brits down to no AT guns, and Han's down to 1. And now we have a rout in mid with double Panzer IVs, lighting up the enemy, clearing the position. We have a Stuart that's trying to move into cover, maybe because of the mine here. Be like, yeah, come fight us! And hopefully he hits the mine and we can take him out. Panzer IVs don't play like that. They're just going to chill in mid. And while the Kettenkrad takes the position and also, again, uses its binoculars, as you can see with this man. That, by the way, when this thing moves like that, I just love the fact he's like, he's kind of like this while the vehicle is moving. It's like, okay, sure. I feel like I'm going to fall on my face if that happened. No, my brother was kind of like sitting like similar to that on a tank, and he, on his terms, hurt his ass. So, you know, you may want to be very careful if you're just in a vehicle or anything like that in that position. But one thing I just realized, based on the British, is they all have AT rifles, and they're all moving up. That's going to slowly hurt the Panzer IVs. Not by a ton, but you have 3 guys with those. You're going to do quite a bit. Down south, again, positions being taken. German forces are opening fire on the building. Can't beat them. Level the building. Stuart's healing. We got another armored wave via Vaughn over Vaughn over here. Push against Latouf. We do have a Sherman, thanks to Hans opening fire. Armor is pulling back. It is a bit of a close fight, but the Axis do still have mid for the time being, and with that, they are putting pressure on the Allies. They're about 130 points ahead, and population-wise, it's still close, but the Allies actually do have a small lead, and we'll have a greater lead here in a second. We have 2 Shermans, by the way, versus 2 Panzer IVs. We have a Panzer III and a Command Panzer. I don't think I said that. Versus a Stuart. He has to be getting something big, right? Well, Latouf is like, actually no. So he has 450 or 60 manpower, 127 fuel. He could easily upgrade to a Grant, get a Matilda, Crusader. But I feel like with the last Crusader losses, he's going to probably get something else. Instead of an AT gun, he's getting foot guards. So no armor for him. He's going to go pure infantry. Excuse me. Again, we'll see how well that does against the guy who's pretty much an armored force. He's starting to get some additional infantry with Palm Grenadier and such. But we'll see how long that lasts. Panzer IVs are guarding mid. The battle rages as Pioneers try to stop the decap, and Panzer IVs open fire. Again, Smoke there, tried to assist, but, I mean, nice idea with the Sherman. Oh, Sherman's been upgunned to 76. No longer the 75. Panzer IVs may need to worry, especially with the AT gun support there. There's still a pack gun here, so both sides have AT, but still. You're not going to see a one-sided charge. Nice shot with the Panzer III infantry section taking some heavy hits. Stewart actually took that shot decently well. Damn. Alright, but after a couple hits, it needs to pull back. Folkvard's behind cover. At least they'll hold on to the Muni. Up north, we have a Strasstruppen keeping the attention of a Rifleman and a Sherman. He's just chilling in cover. Up, 2 Shermans. Alright, we're moved there. Middle, the British forces were forced back. There are now 3 Panzer IVs. And double AT in mid. Grenadiers moving on in, and the Captain Pride is taking the territory. Vet 3, by the way, baby. Let's capture that territory as quickly as possible. Grenadiers going to hold back the Riflemen so they don't move up. We ourselves Royal Engineers taking the fuel. Victory point wise, again, Heartless is pretty high up there. With, sorry, the Axis are pretty high up with 40 Muni compared to Latuf with 30. Oh, the Allies general. Damn, no AT guns for the Allies. 18 fuel for the Axis compared to, the Allies. 28 for the Axis. We have a Tiger tank? Oh my god. Yeah, this is getting worse and worse for the Allies as this progresses. The Axis are going to need to overextend, and the Allies need to lay a trap. That's what I'm seeing. But the problem is, he's using this to detect what the enemy has. So I don't know how effective that's going to be. So, again, well, no. Yeah, and he also has the heal, so they can just keep healing on the front. Mines being placed, but Engineer Squad gets put down. Tiger takes the shot, and the mortar finishes it off. I mean, not a bad idea, so long as the Axis are just constantly putting pressure on the Allies. They can just start killing an infantry unit here, an infantry unit there, and wear down the manpower reserves of the enemy. Now, luckily for someone like Hans, he has the stuff to where he's able to save up a bit more. He has artillery, so that will help break this up, the AT gun line. But right now, the Axis are in a pretty good state. Hold on. Massive battle taking place. Look at all this. Sherman, Stuarts engaging Panzers of all sizes and shapes. Unfortunately, it looks like the Stuart leading the charge died. Panzer IVs moving on in. Infantry section keeping the sight on the front, as well as the motorcycle team right there. Riflemen advancing against Panzer fire. Tiger tank lighting it up. Smoke going down the Panzer IVs. But alas, they are trying to break through, but the Allies just don't have the men to break this armored line. Like, look at this. It's ridiculous. And it's already healing. It's already healing up. But what they do have is a new big gun. They got themselves an archer to help break those panzers. Problem with the archer is it itself doesn't have much health. And, wow, it missed. Okay, whiz-bang, lighting it up. The pack gun is also a threat, but there it goes. Sherman's moving on in. Quickly get that kill. Pack 40 is down, reducing Heartless Jaeger's AT capabilities. And right now, Axis may just have had, the tide may have turned. While the Allied advance may not be going well, they have a gun that can snipe armor from a distance. Scout units trying to hide so they can reveal all that stuff. Their motorcycle team, I think, found it. Archer taking a good shot on it, forcing it back. And now they have the whiz-bang to deal with those pack guns. It's a good combination, and that might just be what the Allies need to break the Axis. But V1 is something that also, I'm assuming these players have good, headsets on so they can hear it coming, but still, that could devastate the Allied armor if they're not careful. Now, unfortunately, an area that the Riflemen and infantry section have a real bad time in is mid. We have 4 Panzer IV, man. All firing, all hitting, and the MG as well, helping to suppress those units. This is something you don't want to walk into. 4 Panzer IVs in the courtyard. Rifleman goes down. Infantry section goes down. Rifleman barely alive. And the Panzer IVs will back on up. Foot guards are hiding in a building. while the armor is healing. He is a recovery vehicle. I mean, yeah, help heal even faster. Again, as I stated before, me no make infantry, me make armor. Alright. One saving grace is Hans actually moving up north to grab all this territory. If he can just keep, you know, decapping it, that's 10 fuel. That'll really help them out and keep themselves competitive with the Axis. Let's see. Smoke going down. Not a bad idea with the Shermans, though it is 2 Shermans versus 4 Panzer IVs. And also looks like they just got the veterancy upgrade to make them better. That is not a force I would want to just send half a force in. But Whizbang opening fire on the AT gun. AT gun will try to escape, and it does. Infantry section, though, will not be so lucky. They walk into 4 Panzer IVs and die. Meanwhile, we have a special call-in, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a creeping barrage? No, not creeping barrage. Sorry, is P-47 flying over the area. P-47 strike will target any infantry in the sector, so long as they can see it. Two problems with that theory. One, they can't see any infantry, and 2, Heartless, well, Heartless does have infantry. The other guy, not really all that much. Meanwhile, we have additional air support coming on in. That's the nice thing about Armored is they got also their own Stukas that pretty much target anything. Armored Force pushes on up. The Archers, there's now 2 of them, are on the back lines right outside the line. Unless you drop a... Oh! No, he's not. He's still a bit away. Nice shot with the Tiger. Knocks out 1 AT gun. Command Panzer goes down. Panzer 3... gets a couple shots in, but here come the Shermans. And again, the Archers are still there. Motorcycle team takes a shot from the Archer. Here comes the air support. Stukas do hit the Shermans, forcing him back. Panzer IVs as well. Trying to do their best, but they're kind of... focus on so many different tasks. Alright, now they need heals. Which, he only has 1 Pioneer. That might start biting him if he doesn't actually get something to help heal his armor. Because, yeah, otherwise you're just going to chill here without repairs. Allies at least hold on to the victory point in mid for the time being. Stopping the bleed. They're 250 points difference right now. They're going to need to hold on for dear life. Meanwhile, German forces are launching a raid very close to the Allied base. I mean, literally, it's over the hill. And taking over the Muni point. Every point matters, especially when the enemy potentially has a V1. Alright. Whizbang opens fire. Targets the AT gun. Probably will decap it. Good hit. Again, just those little hits are absolutely going to help because we don't have that many manpower reserves for pretty much any player here. Oh, hold on. Panzer IV, Panzer III, super low, drop smoke, direct fire. Good shot by Latu. Fires straight through the smoke. Ground fired it and neutralized another armored unit under Vaughn over here. So, while the recovery vehicle can do a lot of work, they probably can't get close enough to salvage that. So, luckily for the recovery vehicle, it could help heal the Panzer IVs if he really wanted to. Hopefully he really wants to. Infantry is trying to neutralize the AT gun. Road Engineer is right there. Does not crew it to save it. Actually, the Panzer squad does kill it. And on it... Oh, wow. This retreat is going to be bad for this Palm Grenadier, isn't it? He's going to lose it. Damn. We're back down to 1 infantry unit for the man. I don't know if that was worth losing a unit for, but sure. I guess it is technically you're killing an AT gun. But we are in a battle of attrition right now. Grenadiers taking mid. They do have AT rifles. Sure, why not? I guess give them any upgrade. MG helping to suppress. Even the motorcycle. Oh, Kettenkrai needs heals. Pioneer has a lot of work cut out for it. We ourselves a... I'm sorry. We have a Stewart? I guess for sight? Or... Oh, did it get command ability? Okay, to help, I guess, with the additional units around to boost the Archer, I guess. Okay. We have a Flak 36. Okay, I mean, I guess help push back the Archers. How's that Whizbang protection going to be on that thing? Because I feel like it might have some issues. Infantry section might take out the 8 red if he's just left to fight that by himself. Honestly, if he had an AT grenade, Latoof probably could have killed that. But whatever. We got ourselves 2 archers, a Stuart, and not 1, not 2, but 3 Shermans and a whiz-bang opening fire. I think the rockets went a little crazy right back there. But again, how's that Flak 36 doing? Immediately gets put down within 2 seconds. Oh boy. Panzer IVs are outclassed by the archers. But what is this? We have smoke coming in. We have Stuka air support, strafing everything right there, forcing the armor back. I mean, that's cool, but they did kill your, new unit, like, in 2 seconds. So, I guess the recovery vehicle could salvage it, or I would say just salvage it. Don't bring it back. Don't bring it back from the dead. Grenadiers are taking mid. They actually smartly Strasstruppen captured the victory point. That's put 3 points against the enemy. Allies are losing a lot of EPs and need one real quick, especially if the Grenadiers are able to take this. It's gonna be close, but the captain gets on the point in the nick of time. AT gun set up, help cover against armor. MG moving on up. It is camouflaged. We have the Panzer IV group moving on in. Luckily, the recovery vehicle was helping heal all that. Panzer IV is push back the captain. Whizbang opens fire on the MG, but he retreats. Not in the nick of time. 1 spare rocket hits it on the way out and kills it. Whizbang is a very good choice for that close shotgun approach. We got the motorcycle team taking over the territory. Again, give credit where credit's due for that stuff being alive this late in the game. So, hey, if you can help you cap, use it to cap. But victory point wise, again, the Allies did lose quite a bit. They're down, oh boy, we're still like 250 difference. The Allies, even with all the damage they've been dealing against the Axis, something just died. I'm not sure what happened. Ooh. This thing is crippled in the back. Did he bring it back from the dead? Oh, maybe it was just injured. Anyway, Command Panzer IV also pretty weak. There's the artillery. Man, Flak 36 surviving so long. That 88 gun was easily neutralized. It's recrewed though. Rifleman also taking a pounding. We got ourselves 5 Panzer IVs. I am actually a little shocked we haven't seen something like a big thrust with the Panzers over here. Not because I think he would like charge in and destroy everything. I really don't think Heartless Jaeger would do that. But how quickly could you kill a rifleman or an MG and then pull back? That's my question. Because I feel like you still outclassed the Shermans, right? There's 2 Shermans. Looks like one of them died. Maybe that was what I heard explode. And a Hellcat. And this guy has 2 archers, but I mean, if he moves himself from this guy, then he pushes up. That's what I mean. Why it's like it may not be a terrible idea to hit from a different angle. Whizbang opening fire. Because otherwise, yeah, you're pretty much solely focusing on this one area. And as you can see, the Axis are not holding up well with consistent fire on this front. Again, the recovery vehicle's helping. Not going to deny that, but it's still a tough fight. Good smoke, by the way, by the Sherman. Covers. Pack could ground fire, and he is ground firing. He actually got a really good rear armor shot. The Panzer IV group's coming on in. Nice shot with the archers. Again, Vet 2, Vet 3 respectively. They're doing really good there. Artillery hits that sector. That's to be the Whizbang using its special, right? Because it just fired over here. So I think it's using a creeper barrage or something in that front. Captain moving on in with the Sherman. Panzer IV's immediately like, nah. Heartless Jaeger does have a V1. So if they do force a big battle, right? They could. I mean, a recommendation would be force a big shot, call in the V1 like here, so that it's either the Allies stay and fight and lose a bunch of stuff in a battle they really can't stand, or they pull back and die from a V1 strike. That could be a big play. Tiger tank is being hit consecutively by triple archer shots. Jaeger squad is right there providing camouflage, so if they do push up further, you could surprise and hit him with a couple shots. Again, AT rifles are not the best damage dealers, but they could at least harass the archers. They don't think they have a lot of health. Motorcycle team as well gets revealed, repositions. The Panzer IV group is on standby. Oh, I like the new building he has set up so he can heal it. Good idea, because it would heal all of them. Allies, though, are, again, they've retaken City Square. They're slowly inching forward. The long-range artillery and whiz-bangs are working. But here we go. Massive armor battle, I feel like it's about to happen. Panzer IVs are charging. And we have air support. Mine is dead. Why would you drop a mine there? I don't know. Air support hits it. Archers are strafed, but not too much. Here's the V1! You're charging into the V1. Oh my god. What? Oh my god! Is that the first friendly fire V1 I've seen? I mean, Axis are still killing them. What the frick did I just witness? I mean, like, the Tiger's down, multiple Panzer IVs are down, all the wrecks. You're killing the AT guns, cool. Strauss Trooper taking mid. They're trying to kill the AT gun, the riflemen are right behind them. What the hell did I just wait? If I'm that recovery vehicle, I'm driving forward. I need those wrecks. Riflemen, Panzer, killing the Panzer Jaeger squad. There's still more riflemen. What the freak did I just witness? 8 rad pushing on up. Buddy, you're gonna need a lot more than an 8 rad. Recovery vehicle is a little too slow. Allies already pumping out an archer. They still have a Sherman alive. They still have a Hellcat alive. That was an absolute throw by the Axis. They lost 2 Panzer IVs to their own V1. Oh my god. For those who don't know, again, there is friendly fire. Strike stuff like that will hurt your own armor. Oh my god. The decisive strike, because again, those 2 Panzer IVs could have easily helped kill the archers and then pull back, and then I would, if they would have survived, I would have been like, you know, and more stuff could have survived too. I might have been like, you know, it wasn't the best strike, but the Allies did take heavy losses, and the Axis at least, saved some of their men, so it was worth it. No! Oh my god, that was something. That was something. I'm so glad I covered this replay. I'm so glad. Alright. Sherman scares off the Strasstruppen, which, honestly, there's nothing that Onsi's to worry about. And yeah, there it goes. Sherman moving on over, Vet 3. Again, you still have the Hellcat mid to help against any armor that decides rolling up, like this lone Panzer IV. Heartless Jaeger's like, okay, guys, V1 may have not helped all that much, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just pump out more Panzer IVs. That will help us. Meanwhile, again, the Americans have the advantage here, so they're like, cool, we're gonna advance. What are you gonna do about it? Hellcat and Sherman easily putting pressure on them. Jaeger squad's pulling on back. Might even be able to get a kill. They do on that squad. Tiger tank is on the field. All right. Grenade is thrown on the retreat, unable to hit the target. Okay, now we have victory points against the Axis, which the Axis still have plenty of time. They have about 160 points or so compared to the 250. Not a lot of time, but they do have some time. There's a steward over here? Hey, a recovery vehicle. Oh, wait, hold on. Panzer IV moving on in against the Hellcat. What? Hellcat dodges like every shot. Tiger tank is injured. Does finally get the hit. Up to vet 1. Motorcycle team trying its best to help weaken the rifleman squad. 8-Rad dove on in against something. I'm not sure. Panzer IV is advancing. Wow, we actually had a throw. Both Shermans are down. Light armor is the only thing left on the front. Air support strikes the Whizbang and the Stuart. Kills something, anything. The new Sherman coming on in. Oh, is he gonna escape? There we go. Drop smoke, drop smoke, drop smoke. No smoke. 8-Rad trying to clear the infantry. Panzer IV pulling on back. Recovery vehicle, recovery vehicle. Like, Doc Hellcat? Doc Hellcat? Come on. It's right there. It's right there. I mean, that as funny as that would be, I think he's just gonna salvage it, right? No, he's bringing. Wait, are you bringing it back? I think he's bringing it back. He's bringing it back. We got Doc Hellcat. Yes. It's stupid, but I love it. Bring the stupid. Bring the stupid. All right, Rifleman moving into mid. There's still so many wrecks right here. They're still clearing it out. Hans is like, God damn it. I have so many wrecks. We can't let the we can't do anything with it. Just keep clearing it. All right, Tiger and the 8-Rad trying to cover. There's a couple martyrs there. Archer will snipe that, and it is with the 8-Rad with the AT gun support. 8-Rad pulls back. AT gun Archer still there though. SSF commandos are now in mid. We still have plenty of good riflemen. That's the one thing. Hans has a good infantry force. And I'm assuming he has the upgrades on his troops to make them even better. Let's quickly check. Just, I'm assuming he does.
We have the lead.
Oh, he doesn't have any of this stuff? Oh, no, he does. He has the last two. Okay. I was worried there for a second. Same thing with this guy's base. I'm assuming that he has all of his upgrades at this point. Yeah, he has all of them. When we get to the late game, I would just, I mean, it is... I guess you don't want to cheat mine, stuff like that. It could still be useful. But, whatever. He still has infantry army, so give credit where credit's due. But yeah. Helping Hans infantry guarding that side. We got a Hellcat and 2 martyrs! Oh! That's what I'm talking about. The Doc Hellcat. Use that thing's speed to overwhelm the Archer and hit the stuff from the side. Oh, there 8-Rad goes down. Damn. Oh, but Heartless Jaeger about to get his next V1. Again, this is where you pull in the back. It's where it all comes together. Tiger just being sniped by the long-range AT. Whizbang strolling on up. With we got a new Sherman and a Hellcat. Recovery vehicle Vet 3 can repair super fast. Middle is still not going well because, again, he just doesn't have the infantry. We have Panzers moving on in, but there's still AT gun there, Sherman, so they'll take some losses. All right, Heartless Jaeger, my recommendation, don't call in a V1 strike on, you know, your Panzer Force this time, and, you know, I'm sure it'll go well. Grenadiers pushing on up. Panzer IVs lighting up that sector. Come on. Sherman's hit. Air support coming on in. Again, allies can't really afford to lose this victory point. Hellcat charging forward. Trying to fight the other Hellcat. Take the shot. Is unable to take the shot. And, yeah, I think it was just too much AT and they overwhelmed V1. Wait, oh, SF commandos are retreating. Come on! Drop, 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 drop! Oh, the one model survives. But the AT gun certainly did not. Panzerjägers are pushing the enemy back into their base. Okay, at least, you know what? At least the V1 killed a, what's it called? At least it killed the allied units this time. Alright. We got Panzer IV coming on in. Martyrs died. Hellcat died. We still have all the Panzer IVs, though. Meanwhile, there's only 2 archers. There's, we got Hellcats injured. Sherman's still alive. Again, armor advantage goes to the Axis. How long? Oh, well, okay. Lost the Panzer IV to foot guards. Damn. Sherman hits the Panzer IV. Another Panzer IV! Man, I love being wrong. I love being wrong. Allies holding on for dear life. Hans will not let this point go. Panzer IV, new one, is fresh up, trying to hit it. Archer trying to stop the Tiger tank from pushing too deep into the lines. That Archer's so much work under that Archer's belt. Another Archer on the field trying to guard the other side. Panzer IV, or sorry, Tiger tank pulling on back. Did they get the Rex over here? Did they? I think they got the Rex. Yeah, they got the Rex. Cool. Recovery vehicle healing that. Trying to get that back up. Still only has 2 infantry, but you know, they're AT, so at least they'll help against the armor. Resource-wise, again, the Allies are equal to the Axis in munitions. Fuel-wise, the Axis have the lead. The Axis have a lot of fuel, actually. Alright. But the Allies are dug in, and they're like, okay, we need to hold on to this point. And they have brought the Axis have been brought down by about 130 points. So it's a close fight. SF Commandos go on in against Panzer Squad. Panzer IV is opening fire on the commando unit. Motorcycle team guarding this position over here. Whizbang opens fire and hits that position. Tiger, Panzer IV, and Command Panzer IV moving on in. Again, archers are ready to go long range. You can see them coming in the background. With the Hellcat, they bring down that Panzer IV's health by 2/3 in a single salvo. These Panzer IVs, though, are pushing along the side. They miss. Archer, man, that Archer is like dodging every shot. Can't, he just, oh, okay, there we go. Panzer Squad's actually get a decent hit. Give credit where credit's due. Again, Grenadiers are retaking this point. That means the Allies have retaken all of this. That's not too shabby. And they're retaking over here, that Muni. We are pretty far away from another V1 strike. Stukas are also a little bit off. So no Axis support. It is also down 15 to 21. So the Axis are down in overall population. Archers continue to blast the Tiger tank, keeping it away. It's quickly healing, but still, every time it fires that salvo, that's more time he's under repairs and not fighting on the front. Somehow the Sherman, again, while standing still, ground firing. Oh, there we go. 2 shots hit the Sherman, forcing it back. Archer, we have a triple Archer threat now. Oh yes. Is he gonna return fire? Are we gonna see a flanking maneuver? Nope. Archer sees it coming. He deep repositions himself. Battle for the mid continues. Infantry section pushes back the Pioneer. Rifleman and Captain on standby against 3 Panzer IVs. Are we seeing a charge? We seeing a charge? We may see a charge. There it goes. They're trying to hold on to mid for dear life. Our AT was not there. Hellcat moving on up. Archers fire through the building and hit the Panzer IV, weakening it. Commandos, SF Commandos fire a salvo. I think he could probably increase the damage of the what's it called? The bazookas. I think that was a little weaker for a bazooka, because the 33% I think would do a bit more. But I digress. Still, it's enough to keep the Panzer IV at bay. And does he have the mech? He does not have the bunker, so he has to rely on the recovery vehicle or his Pioneers, which are back at base. So it's going to be a minute. Allies continue to hold on. Again, they're bringing the Allies, the Axis victory points down to within 70 points. Fear prop is being dropped in mid, forcing the AT gun and the Captain to pull back. That goes on for what, 30 more seconds? So it's just laying down pamphlets. It's like, Yeah, it's here's a notebook. Here's a piece of paper saying you're surrounded. You need to retreat. Aren't we winning this? Nope. You want to retreat. You saw the pamphlet, right? You need to run away. Grenadiers using the opportunity to move on into mid. Armor though does not retreat. Panzer IV. Oh, gets hit by an AT grenade. It's injured. Under 50%. Sherman, seeing a potential target, goes in for an easy kill. Another Panzer IV does roll on up though. Air support hitting the left-hand side. Archers in disarray as a massive armor charge comes on in. But the allies are holding on to mid, and that's all they need is mid. Planes are being shot down though. What is shooting down the plane? Oh, there's a Polton! The Polton! Alright, sounds like Panzer squads are dying. Heartless just doesn't have a lot of men. Here comes the archers back! Fire the salvo! Panzer IV is trying to still hold mid, but Sherman is holding the line with the rifleman charging in. There goes a Panzer IV! Alright. Vaughn is moving in his stuff, but loses another unit. We got recon flares the allies can see! And another Panzer goes down! Tiger Tank trying to stop the armor, but the TDs are too much! Panzer III about to go down! Another one bots dust. Another one bots dust. And another one goes, and another one goes. Another one bots dust. Tiger Tank trying to escape! The archers scare off the armor, and while they don't have the VP, the Axis are not in a position to take the victory point. So I feel like the allies just need to send in a few units and they got it. Also, good idea, kill the Rex. Kill the Rex. Okay, may take time. Maybe the archers, you wanna help? Archers, you wanna help? Again, population-wise, we're looking at like mid-50s. For the Axis, where the allies are easily in the 90s. Damn, what a play. Archers, the whiz bang, good moves, keeping a solid infantry force, paying off amazingly well. But the Axis aren't done yet. They still got 4 Panzer IVs ready to go. Again. Oh, they're mine. They're mine's over here. Don't push this way. But he needs to engage without the archers being able to move in. That's the thing. And these archers aren't like, you know, the weak recruits. They are Vet 2 and Vet 3. They are experienced SF commandos trying to take the victory point. This would really cause hell with the German victory points. Because that would be 3... Oh, wait, hold on. Can we get a kill on the SF commandos? Oh, yes! All right. Axis aren't done yet. They can still get a kill here or there. Chat, if you're wondering why not use Stoogs, that is a good question. That is a very good question. I guess the idea is, well, Panzer IVs are mobile and they have the health and damage that... What if the Stug gets pinned? But at this point, I could see the a Stug, like a, you know, a TD Stug or something, because it has the health and it would get the side skirts just harassing the Shermans. It's not like the Shermans have upgraded armor or anything like that. It's they're still have the base amount of health, and even with the additional penetration, Stug may not be the best. Jaeger squads moved on up. Maybe we get a triple cap. You hit the Stuart. Whizbang comes on in though. Demolishes the Jaeger squads. 2 squads are down. Here comes the air support. Hits the Sherman instead of the archers. Hate to see it. The air squad just being overwhelmed. Here come the Panzer IVs. They're strutting the infantry as well. Oh, hold on. This Sherman is left alone in town by itself. There it goes. Take mid. Panzer IVs easily got that kill. There's another Sherman coming on in. Archers repositioning. Do not stay and fight. This is not going to turn out well. Archers just need to line up a shot, and the Panzer IVs are gone. This Panzer IV is so dead. There it goes. Flak 36! It's a trap! And another Panzer IV. But the whiz-bang. Oh, he quickly repositions. AT gun as well hit the med truck. Both sides won't give up just when you thought the Axis were done. Oh, Tiger tank capturing it. Love to see it. All right, they need heals. Where's the bunker? I think I've heard like the endgame music like 3 or 4 times right now, but all right, yeah, it's close. The Allies are technically under 50 and they're losing VPs, but they have mid down and they're taking it over. We have a V1 strike. Now again, you need to keep the armor pinned and in the fight, and then the V strike comes in without the, you know, the Allies being aware. We got Tiger Ace, right? We got Panzer IV. We got plenty of guns. I would not push in with 2 units. The Allies have 3 Shermans and a Hellcat with 3 Excuse me. So it is close. I think we're about to see the Axis be under the Allied victory point total. Damn, this game is just taking everything out of me. Alright, here come the Panzer IVs, lighting up the riflemen. Strasstruppen taking mid. Shermans are focusing on vehicles, not infantry. Big push absolutely backfires. V1 is called in right here. The armor isn't moving. The armor isn't moving! There. Hold on. They just get out. Panzer IVs dishing out damage, but there's too many targets. Hits the whiz-bang. Sure, yeah, that's gonna hurt you right now. All the Panzer IVs just dove into nothing. Strasstruppen hold on to that position. Okay. There's another Panzer IV coming on out. Strasstruppen died thanks to the Sherman fire. Pioneer's like, no, we're gonna hold on to this point. We can survive. Meanwhile, yeah, you're gonna lose everything. Black 36 get knocked out by the whiz-bang. Tiger tank is under repairs. Honestly, V1 need to be further back. Allies have the armor advantage. They have the veteran crews. They got the infantry. Although a lot of the riflemen did die. I mean, they have been losing them. So Panzer IV is doing some good work. Panzer IV is being used like conscripts from CoH3. Yeah, pretty much. Flak 36 neutralized with a medical truck. Tiger's now by itself. Archers have nothing to fear. So yeah, they're gonna easily overwhelm that Tiger. Fire the next salvo! We got a GG. We have a GG! And I think that's it. Alright! Good stuff there. Great stuff. Latouf submitted this replay overall, and he didn't get a lot of kills, let's be very clear, but damn! He actually did a pretty good job there. Yeah, so maybe pointless armor charges was not the way to go. Honestly, I'm shocked we didn't see a Stuka. Like, I feel like a Stuka would have really helped break, because the Stuka actually can do damage against, like, archers, right? Because they don't have a lot of health. So I feel like a Stuka really would have helped to break it up. Let's double check kills, by the way. Yeah, the Germans, not not very many kills, but the Tiger, 73, like it did pretty well. Look, oh my God, so many vehicles, so many vehicles. 17 kills in the motorcycle team. Panzer III's 23, not a lot there. Yeah, just not a lot of kills on the Allies. Meanwhile, the Allies, that archer, 17 kills. Yeah, just wrecking house. The archers paid for themselves. Strasstruppen were pretty good too, 53. 68 for the Panzer IVs. Now that sounds great. 68 kills. We lost it's like 16 squads. So it like evens it out to being like not as great as you think it would be. and then 53 for the whiz-bang. That paid for itself. That was such a good play, along with the Shermans, also a pretty good choice. Rifleman again, 66 held their own. This was a really solid game. Yeah, the V1 strike was probably the biggest. Like, if it didn't hit, then maybe the Axis could have prevailed. But because it killed 2 full health veteran Panzer units, it just completely backfired. It just fell apart. Yeah, that was the biggest, like, self-own. But, yeah, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I would say Latouf, while not being the infantry killer, absolutely was the tank killer of this game. And that, with, honestly, helping Han's whiz-bang and infantry, really helped keep the Allies afloat. But, hey, if you have any comments, leave them down below. If I put this on YouTube, I will put this up on YouTube. Oh, my God. But this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.